Imagine waking up every morning knowing that, with a single decision, you could influence the global luxury market. Imagine owning the brands behind some of the world's most expensive handbags, watches, perfumes, and champagne. Imagine being so wealthy that your fortune surpasses the GDP of entire countries. But here's the surprising part. The man behind this empire doesn't live like a loud billionaire celebrity. He rarely courts attention. He avoids unnecessary publicity. And despite controlling the largest luxury empire in history, many people wouldn't recognize him if he walked past them on the street. This is the extraordinary story of Bernard Arnault. The man who transformed a struggling business into a luxury powerhouse worth hundreds of billions of dollars. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how one businessman quietly built one of the greatest fortunes the world has ever seen. Let's begin. Bernard Arnault was born on March 5, 1949, in Roubaix, France. Unlike many rags to riches stories, Arnault didn't grow up in poverty. His father owned a successful construction company called Ferret-Savinel. The family was financially comfortable, but they were far from the unimaginable levels of wealth Bernard would later achieve. From an early age, he showed remarkable intelligence and discipline. He attended prestigious schools and eventually graduated from École Polytechnique, one of France's most elite engineering institutions. Most people expected him to become an engineer. Instead, he chose business. After joining his father's company, Bernard quickly demonstrated an ability to identify opportunities others overlooked. One of his first major suggestions completely changed the company's future. He convinced his father to shift focus away from construction and toward real estate development. The decision proved highly profitable. But Bernard Arnault wasn't satisfied. He wanted something bigger. Much bigger. In the early 1980s, France faced economic uncertainty. Many businesses struggled, while others saw risk. Bernard Arnault saw opportunity. He learned that a textile conglomerate called Boussac Saint Frère was experiencing severe financial difficulties. Most investors wanted nothing to do with it. But hidden inside this troubled company was a jewel. Christian Dior. Arnault recognized the value instantly. With strategic financing and determination, he acquired the company. Then came the move that shocked many observers. He sold off nearly everything else, keeping Dior. It was a bold gamble. And it changed his life forever. Bernard Arnault understood something many investors failed to recognize. Luxury isn't simply about products. It's about dreams, status, identity. People don't just buy expensive handbags. They buy craftsmanship, exclusivity, history, emotion. Arnault realized that if he could assemble the greatest luxury brands under one umbrella, he could create something unprecedented. An empire. And that's exactly what he set out to build. In 1989, Arnault took control of LVMH. LVMH stands for Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy. At the time, it was already significant. But under Arnault's leadership, it became unstoppable. One acquisition followed another. Louis Vuitton, Dior, Fendi, Givenchy, Celine, Bulgari, Tiffany & Amp, Company Sephora, Dom Perignon, Hublot, Tag Heuer. The list kept growing. Every acquisition strengthened his position. Every brand added another layer to his empire. Over time, LVMH evolved into the world's largest luxury goods company. No competitor came close. But here's what made Bernard Arnault different. He wasn't merely collecting brands. He was preserving identities. Each fashion house maintained its heritage. Its creativity. Its uniqueness. Arnault understood that luxury depends on authenticity. Customers don't want mass-produced sameness. They want stories. Tradition. Craftsmanship passed down through generations. This philosophy helped LVMH dominate markets across continents. Europe, North America, Asia, the Middle East. The empire expanded everywhere. As the wealth accumulated, so did fascination with Bernard Arnault's lifestyle. What does life look like when you're among the richest individuals on Earth? Private jets, super yachts, exclusive residences, access to experiences unavailable to ordinary people. Yet Arnault often appears remarkably reserved. He avoids excessive social media exposure. He rarely seeks headlines. Many describe him as disciplined, meticulous, and intensely focused. Even in environments filled with glamour, he remains deeply business-oriented. Because for Bernard Arnault, luxury is business. And business never stops. One of the most remarkable aspects of Arnault's success is his long-term thinking. He doesn't build for quarters. He builds for decades. He invests heavily in craftsmanship. He nurtures creative talent. He protects brand prestige. Because in luxury, reputation is everything. A damaged image can take years to repair. Arnault understands this better than almost anyone. The rise of online shopping presented another challenge. Could luxury survive the digital era? Many doubted it. After all, luxury traditionally relied on exclusive boutiques and personal experiences. But LVMH adapted. The company embraced innovation while preserving exclusivity. Digital strategies evolved. Marketing transformed. Yet the essence of luxury remained intact. Once again, Arnault proved critics wrong. Then came one of his biggest moves. The acquisition of Tiffany & Amp Company. The legendary American jeweler represented prestige, heritage, and opportunity. The deal was massive. Billions of dollars. Months of negotiations. Global attention. When it was finalized, it further strengthened LVMH's dominance. Arnault wasn't slowing down. He was accelerating. Of course, extraordinary success also attracts criticism. Some argue that extreme wealth reflects growing inequality. Others question whether luxury industries encourage excessive consumption. These conversations continue worldwide. But regardless of perspective, few dispute Bernard Arnault's influence. He reshaped an entire industry. He altered the competitive landscape. He created a blueprint that business schools study today. Perhaps the most fascinating question is this: what drives someone who has already achieved so much? Why continue? Why keep expanding? For Bernard Arnault, the answer may lie in legacy. Building institutions that outlast generations. Preserving artistry. Creating enduring value. Because true empires aren't measured only by money. They're measured by impact. Today, LVMH employs hundreds of thousands of people across the globe. Its brands influence fashion trends, consumer behavior, and cultural conversations. The company continues evolving. New markets emerge. Consumer preferences shift. Economic conditions fluctuate. Yet Arnault's empire remains resilient. Adaptable. Powerful. His story also offers lessons beyond business. Think long-term. Recognize hidden opportunities. Stay disciplined. Value excellence. Protect quality. Understand your audience. And perhaps most importantly, Don't be afraid to make bold decisions when others hesitate. Because some of history's greatest fortunes were built during moments of uncertainty. From a young engineering graduate in France to the architect of the world's largest luxury empire, Bernard Arnault's journey is extraordinary. He didn't invent luxury. He reimagined how luxury could be organized, protected, and expanded on a global scale. He transformed iconic brands into an unmatched portfolio. And in doing so, he secured his place among the most influential business figures in modern history. Outro: the next time you see a Louis Vuitton bag, walk past a Dior boutique, notice a bottle of Dom Perignon, or hear the name Tiffany & Company, remember the man working behind the scenes. A strategist, a deal maker, a visionary. Bernard Arnault's story reminds us that wealth isn't built overnight. It often comes from patience, preparation, calculated risk, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. But now, here's a question for you. If you had the resources to build an empire, would you choose luxury, technology, sports, or something entirely different? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this documentary and want more deep dives into the lives of the world's richest and most influential people, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you in the next documentary.